national heroes. The Khalifa is now a prisoner, so to say, of Mustafa Kemal. He's in charge. He wants to establish in Turkey now the European model of a state, the Republic of Turkey. That is his goal. The Khilafah can no longer survive. It must be replaced by the European model of a secular state. But Mustafa Kemal said, wait a minute. Don't the Europeans have a pope? If they have a pope, well, we can have a Khalifa. And our Khalifa will be like a pope. Because Mustafa Kemal knew how much the Turkish people in their hearts, they were attached to the Khilafah. So in 1922, what he did was declare that the Khalifa is now removed of all his secular power, and the Khalifa is the equivalent of a pope. He only has religious authority. And from 1922 to 1924 this continued. But then in 1924 he abolished the Khilafah. Abolished it completely. The question I have to ask you tonight is, why did he do it? The answer is located in India. In India. The British had occupied India, and the Indian Islamic state, the Mughal empire, had been destroyed. But the Indian Muslims longed to get rid of the British. And the Indian Muslims had a leadership of men who knew Islam and who lived Islam. Those men, they spotted an opportunity when they saw the Khilafah under attack by Mustafa Kemal. So what these men did was to establish a movement. They called it the Caliphate movement in India. And they used this to try to mobilize the people, because the Indian Muslims had great love for the Khilafah. But their ultimate objective was to get rid of the British and bring back Islam to India. That was their objective. When they established the Khilafat movement, men like Muhammad Ali Jawhar, Maulana Muhammad Ali Jawhar, Maulana Shawkat Ali, Sayyid Sulaiman Nadwi, Mufti Kifayatullah, Shu'aib Quraishi, when they established the Khilafat movement, then the Hindu leadership of India was also in the hands of a man who knew Hinduism and lived Hinduism. Not a secular Hindu like Jawaharlal Nehru. No. This was a man who knew Hinduism and lived Hinduism. His name was Mohandas Karamchand Gandhi. So Gandhi said, here is an opportunity. The Muslims want to throw the British out, and when the British are thrown out, they want to live as Muslims. And we, the Hindus, we want the same thing. We want to throw the British out. And when we throw the British out, we want to live as Hindus. So both of us want the same thing. So let us support the Khilafat movement. And so Gandhi came and he joined the Khilafat. And it became a Hindu-Muslim struggle now for the Khilafat. This was the most dangerous attack ever on European colonialism. The most dangerous attack that Britain had ever faced in the universal acceptance of the secular state. If this attack was not removed, then this Hindu-Muslim alliance had the capacity within it to succeed in giving the British what is known as a bloody nose. Because Britain could not put so many troops in India to be able to control an entire India that was prepared to fight to the last man. what is Britain to do to destroy this Khilafat movement? The answer is, Britain now instructs Mustafa Kemal, abolish the Khilafat. And so in 1924, Mustafa Kemal abolished the Khilafat. And as soon as the Khilafah was abolished, guess what happened in India? They pulled the rug from under the feet of the Khilafat movement. They have nothing to struggle for now. Khilafat is gone. In the same year that the Caliphate was abolished, 1924, in the same year that the Khilafat movement in India is now struck with a mortal blow, in that same year, another Muslim organization is revived. And that Muslim organization is essentially secular in its thinking, like the Young Turks. And that Muslim organization eventually took over from the Khilafat movement. And they became the leader of the Muslims of India. And who were they? They were men who did not know Islam and who did not live Islam. Men like Muhammad Ali Jinnah. Whatever you want to say good about the man, you can go ahead and say it, but you cannot deny it. Jinnah didn't know Islam, you can't deny that. Jinnah didn't live Islam, you can't deny that. Liaquat Ali Khan didn't know Islam, didn't live Islam. These are the new leaders of the Indian Muslims. And so now, the Hindu-Muslim alliance that has taken place now falls apart. And the British can now relax. Eventually the British succeed in a magnificent success. And this is brilliant, brilliant. They get Muslims to declare success. We have achieved Pakistan. But in Pakistan, they don't even know they're Muslims and they can't live as Muslims. And they get the Hindus to declare success. We have won India. But in India, they can't live as Hindus. So Hinduism is delivered a fatal blow with the emergence of the secular state of India. And Islam is delivered a fatal blow with the emergence of the secular state of Pakistan. Now that is success. That is success. When the Khilafah was abolished, on the 3rd of March 1924, then something happened in Arabia. Remember, the British had gone to Sheikh Imran Hosein with how much? 7 million pounds? 7 million pounds. But the British also went to Abdulaziz ibn Saud. He was in Riyadh, and he was the head of a Saudi Wahhabi alliance. And they offered him how much? 5,000 pounds a month. And what did he do? He accepted it. And when he accepted it, then he signed a treaty with Britain. I am friends with you now against the Ottoman Islamic Empire. So this one betrayed Islam and that one betrayed Islam. But Abdulaziz ibn Saud and Sharif Hussein were enemies to each other because of this Wahhabi connection. Sharif al-Hussein, acting on instructions from the Khalifa in Istanbul, prohibited the Wahhabis from performing the Hajj. And so now that the Khilafah was abolished on the 3rd of March 24, Sharif al-Hussein immediately acted very quickly. Very quickly he proclaimed himself to be Khalifa on the 7th of March 24. He did this essentially to protect himself from whom? Abdulaziz ibn Saud. When he proclaimed himself Khalifa, then many of the ulama in that region accepted him as the Khalifa. After all, number one, he has control of the Hijaz and the Hajj. Number two, he says that he is a descendant of Prophet Muhammad ﷺ. He's Hashimi. And number three, he is supported by Britain, the superpower. But as soon as Sheikh Hosein declared himself Khalifa. That was his fatal mistake. If you are a client state of Britain, then client states don't have the freedom to do these things. You have to ask His Majesty's government, may I be allowed to bring myself to be the Khalifa? And if His Majesty's government said yes, then you can do it, because you're a client state. The British did not only want to get rid of the Ottoman Khilafah so that the state of Israel can be restored. The British wanted to get rid of the institution of Khilafah altogether, so that the whole world of Islam can be imprisoned in the new secular state.